Okay, we did it. All right. So maybe we'll begin in child's pose. Nice way to start our day. We get our scrap and start to settle into our hips. Maybe even the first one, we can curl the toes under for the first moment or two if you like, just to get into the feet and just kind of ease our way down into child's pose or however you want to get there. Just spending the first few moments opening up our back passively with the child's pose. Our back, our hips, our knees, maybe even our shins. Where else do you feel the opening side body? And letting go of the head and neck, starting to practice that. The face relaxes. Just begin to breathe a little deeper. Maybe even feeling the belly on our legs. We're starting to cultivate some awareness in the body. Starting to let things go that we don't need to hold on to, releasing. And preparing for a practice of whatever it is you need. What are you needing today? What would your body most appreciate? And setting a commitment, honoring whatever the body needs. Take a couple more deeper breaths. Ready. Begin to bring those hands near your face and press up into our table shape. We'll do officially that toe stretch now. Maybe again. You already did it. How does it feel? It's rocking from the pinky toe to the big toe. So noticing, can you see or feel the difference between each toe? Just opening up the bottoms of our feet. And then coming back into that neutral spine position. Shoulders over our wrists, knees underneath our hips, beginning to open our spine. Maybe we'll start with side bends this time. Just taking your hips back towards your left heel, leaning a little bit, kind of like child's pose a little bit, but an active move from side to side, kind of like moving our hips in a U shape. Back to one heel, and then forward and over, and back to the other heel, starting to open up the hips. Make a C shape with your spine, maybe even looking over towards your other foot, the opposite foot. Just open. And then when that feels like enough, any other movements that are nice, some traditional cat cows would be amazing. So just when you inhale, letting our belly drop, lift the gaze, lift your tail. Filling completely, and then beginning that exhale, this wave-like motion in our lungs, and the in and out sensation of the breath is perfectly matching movement of our spine. Just complementing each other, supporting, working together. Maybe one more breath. Following your rhythm. And then from here, some spinal balance would be lovely just to turn on our core muscles that we'll use to support us through our practice. So kicking that left heel out behind and flexing those left toes, making a nice strong leg. And then the right arm can reach forward like you're shaking someone's hand, thumb up, pinky down, maybe just reach and stretch. And then place that hand and knee down. We'll try the other side, foot first, lifting the right, flexing those toes, making a nice strong leg engage the thigh. Then the arm, reach, and then placing that knee and hand down. We'll do the other side again, this time adding crunches. So this is where we round with an exhale, elbow to knee, rounding that back just like the cat. Then inhale, extension, big long extension. And then the exhale finds the curve of the back and that crunch. We're starting to find control with the body, warming up our core muscles. And then when that one is done, place the hand and knee down, try the other side. Reach. Whenever you exhale, follow your crunch. You can go at your own pace for a few of these, but not rushing. Nice, smooth, controlled as much as we can. Okay to be wobbly, of course. We're just working on conscious movement. Finishing up the one you're on. And then from there, we'll do a thread the needle just to open up the back a little bit. So I'm going to keep my left hand down, lift the right arm up, twirl your wrist after doing the pressure that we just did. And then slide the arm underneath just for a couple breaths. The right side of your face will come down. You can move the left arm forward maybe. Or wrap that arm behind your back. Just be heavy on that right shoulder, opening up the back. And then bring that left hand near your face so you can press up, open that arm, reaching high again, twirl the wrist. Place your right hand down and take the left arm up. We need to rush, twirl the wrist, using our back muscles to lift that arm high, and then sliding your left arm underneath you, left side of your face down, and then surrender on top of that shoulder, that arm, stretching that upper back. For a few breaths. Then when you're ready, we'll take that right hand near your face, lifting up, sending the left arm high one more time, maybe a wrist swirl, and then placing the hands down, preparing for your first down dog. Curl the toes under, send your hips back, and then up, and then spread your fingers wide, press into your palms, pedaling out the knees when you're ready, but keeping that loose neck, loose and relaxed head. Breathing smooth and even. Then when you're ready, look between your hands and we'll step forward into our fold. Maybe a nice knee bend here for this first fold. Maybe even binding your elbows if you want, rocking from side to side. Gently sway. Just taking note of where you're tight. And then when you're ready, be still. Be heavy. The grab and pull that torso down. And then rise, rolling your spine up. We'll take the arms right overhead. Maybe interlace those fingers and press the palms up. And then we're going to find the side bend to the right. And then back up through center. You can unclasp your hands and make a Y shape with your arms. And then over to the left when you're exhaling. And then back through center. And then we're going to take those hands behind the back. Draw the knuckles down if you interlace those fingers together. Just open across your chest. We'll take this down into the fold. So folding with a flattish back. Just letting those hands move away from your low back. Opening your chest, shoulders. Then release down to the ground, those fingertips. We'll let that hang. And then from here, peek up. We'll press on those shins, lengthen our spine. Plant your hands, step the feet back for your top of your plank. Just taking an extra breath in this first one, shifting our weight so our shoulders are over our fingers. And then elbows into the sides, lowering down, up. And then exhale into your down dog. Spread those fingers, let it feel good. Starting to build some heat in our body. Up. We'll take that right foot high this time. Swirl your ankle, twirl that. Maybe bounce that foot towards your hips. And then step that foot forward. Drop the back knee. We'll come up into a supported crescent this first time. Just circling those arms overhead. Let that feel good. Stretching into the front quad. You can bring your hands down to that thigh if you want. And then naturally it feels good to do the half split. Just straighten out your front leg, fold over. Toes can be down at first. And you can lift them, feel into that stretch. Surrendering, getting into the calf too with the toes if you like to flex your toes. Then shifting forward, Skandasana towards the front of our mat. So lunging deep into the right leg, pivot onto the heel of your back foot of that left foot, toes point up, getting into the left inner thigh, maybe into the right calf, wherever else you feel it. It's really grounded in the beginning here, close to the earth. Starting to stretch our big muscle groups, opening up. And then we're going to pivot back onto the ball of the back foot. Plant your hands and take that right foot high. Twirl the foot. Bounce that heel maybe. And then set the foot down, downward facing dog when you're ready. Fingers are spread, pressing into our palms. Taking a nice centering breath and stillness here. Maybe loosening the head, neck. Then the left foot goes high. Bend, bounce, twirl the ankle. And look between your hands, step that foot forward. We'll drop the back knee this time, coming up into a crescent warrior, arms circle overhead. Or you can just rest the hands on that left thigh and really lean in. Breathe. Gaze could be up or forward, feeling into wherever that stretch might be intense. Might feel good. Bring your hands down so we can shift our weight back, straightening that front leg, round over it. Eventually lift the toes. Good. Breathe. Good breaths, maybe some sighs. The first time releasing some pent up energy and some tightness. Then we're going to shift towards the front, deep bend in the left leg so we can pivot onto the heel, the back foot, and straightish. Right leg, bring your hands up. We're going to go down this first time. And get into that right inner thigh, wherever else you might feel it. Breathing. And then pivot back into the ball of that right foot. Plant your hands in front. Getting ready to take the left foot back up in the three-legged dog. Eventually step the foot down, down dog. Nice rest and stillness. Balancing our movement with our stillness. Breathe. And looking between your hands when you're ready. Stepping forward, peek up, and then exhale, fold in. And when you're ready, we'll round and roll our spine up. Have it feel good. So raise your arms overhead, find a bend to the right. And then back to center opening. Maybe tucking the belly in a little bit here, support around our center. And then over to the left when you are exhaling. And back up. Interlace the fingers behind you, drawing the knuckles down, opening across the front of the chest. We can tuck our tail under a touch here, feel strong in our core, and then fold forward and straight back. As long as we can, getting the stretch in the back of the legs, and then rounding the rest of the way. Moving those arms and hands closer, closer up to the ceiling. As the head gets heavier towards the floor. The breath feels good. Then release the hands. Drop the hands to the ground, stepping our feet back. Shift forward, strong plank directly down into your chaturanga, then up into upward facing dogs, following your vinyasa with your own breath, down dog eventually. Fingers and hands are securely making contact with the floor. And then the right foot goes high and then step it forward. You could keep the back leg lifted or drop the knee, rising into your crescent warrior. Hands could be up or down if you need. Breathe. And dropping the hands, send that back knee down so you can forward fold, half split. Finding all the space back for a leg, rounding, releasing the head. And then shifting your weight forward. This time we'll add dragonfly twist before we get into the Skandasana. Left hand down, right arm lifts. You could keep the back knee down or lift it. You might be able to twist a little bit more, feel a little bit more. Reach that right arm high. Do a twirl maybe. You can wrap the hand behind our back and press into the low back so we can open the chest. Then bring the right arm back up and down. Now we'll pivot into the Skandasana. I need a left straight leg, toes up towards the ceiling, lunging a lot into that right front leg. Open the back thigh. And then coming back around, plant your hands, take the right leg up, celebrate, shake it out. And eventually plant your foot, breathe. Feel good. And taking the left foot high, twirl your foot and send it forward, rising into your crescent when you're ready. No rush, nice controlled transition if that's available. Back knee strong or down. Bringing the hands down, bringing the knee down if it's up. Round and around over your straight front leg. Just surrendering over that leg. Be pulling those toes back up. Breathe. And when you're ready, shifting forward into our dragonfly twist. Right hand down, you can lift the back knee or keep it down. The left arm reaches high, enjoying the twist. Maybe do the wrist turning in circles. Maybe press the hand behind your back, open your chest and shoulder. Taking that arm back up and then down. Left foot goes up. Actually, I forgot our Skandasana. You can put it back down. If you didn't take it up, you were ready. Then that right leg straightens up, the right toes up towards the ceiling. We'll enjoy one skip. This lovely stretch into the right inner thigh. Breathing into the sensation. And then we'll pivot around. Plant the hands. Prepare to take that left foot up. Now we can celebrate, then twirl. Whatever you need to do, and then foot down, breathe. And then look between your hands when you're ready. We'll walk and step forward. time we're gonna lower our tail down into a squat. Nice deep field squat. You can use your hands as kickstands, or you can press the palms together in front of your heart. Use your elbows to kind of push your knees apart. Breathe into the stillness. Right down through your tail. Nice straight channel from the crown of our head down to our tailbone. Every inhale, sending the energy down to our tail. Every exhale, bringing it back up to the crown. And then we'll plant the fingers, send the hips back up, heel toe the feet back together. Maybe the big toes touch. We're going to find our way into our chair pose. So when you're ready, you can take those knees together. Come around. Sink your hips down. And see your toes. Let the weight settle into your heels. Maybe take it lower. Taking those arms behind your back if you like. A little lower, maybe lifting off the heels. Fun. Another breath or two. And then come all the way up. Open your chest, open your heart. You can do the interlacing of the fingers if you like, and we'll fold forward. Hands moving up towards the ceiling, starting to feel a lot more spacious. Then the hands come down to the floor. And we're going to plant, well, we're going to do our half peek up. Hands to shins, feet forward. Won't forget to lengthen that spine before your vinyasa. Then plant your hands and step your feet back. Take your vinyasa lowering first, and then upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. We'll try another flow. Just finding stillness first without rushing. Let the head be heavy. Now when you're ready, right foot can go high. And step it forward. This time over to the right a little bit, maybe right behind or underneath that right hand. We'll plant the back foot at an angle, coming up. Hips towards the front, warrior one. Take your time to settle in, find the right positioning for you. Working the hips towards the front, but it's okay. They're not perfectly square. You're not generally perfectly square like that. Then we're going to open into our warrior two. Heel toe that right foot over, arms to the T, then sink in to that lunge a little deeper. Breathing. Then straighten that leg. Right arm goes up, left arm behind. Find that beautiful stretch. That right side body. And kind of cartwheeling your arms down into a triangle pose. Right hand down, left arm reaches high. And then from here, we're going to find a twist. We're going to lunge back into the front leg. You could have an open twist. I'm going to come to the ball of the back foot and just rotate my body around. Right arm behind, left arm forward. Or you could close this with a prayer twist. Palms in front of your heart. Elbow outside of the knee. And press. See how that feels. Or just keep the twist open. And then looking down, plant your hands. Take the right foot high, shake it out. Plant your foot when you're ready. Downward facing dog to reset. Let the head be heavy and the neck be loose. Left foot goes up. Nice stretch. And stepping it forward. Behind or underneath that left palm. Plant the back foot. Rising. Bringing the hips so they point forward mostly. Nice straight back leg, deep bend, front knee. Strong in your warrior one, stable. Willing to feel the heat. Choosing strength. And then heel toe, that left foot towards the right. So our feet are aligned now, arms out to that T. You can get a little deeper. And breathe. Building feet. Taking that breath down deep into your lungs. No shallow breaths necessary. And then straightening that leg, bring that left arm up and stretch that left side body open. There's relief in the left leg. And then kind of cartwheeling the hands down. Triangle pose. Left hand on the shin or maybe a block of the floor and right arm reaching up. Working to stack the hips on top of each other. They're not facing the ground, they're facing the side wall. Face reaching up, that top arm. Then we're going to come around for the twist. So the arms go all the way, twisting around. You can bring the palms together, find a prayer twist. Or you can just keep the left arm back and the right arm reaching forward. Be upright with your torso. Whatever this side needs. This side might want something different. And then looking down, hands plant. Left foot goes high to shake out. Beautiful. Plant your foot. Breathe. Nice slow breath. Maybe a sigh or two. We're going to walk our hands back to back and find the yoga squat here. Taking the tail down, feeling grounded and rooted. And opening the inner thighs a little more so your palms can press. And then we'll bring the fingertips down. Finding forward fold, lifting your hips, straightening your legs, bringing those feet together for one more chair. How do you want this chair? Toes apart or together? Then we'll sink. We'll pivot and sink. You can see my toes. Tail reaches down. Arms are straight-ish. Whatever my effort allows. Taking my tail low. Maybe there's some size here. Reaching the arms behind if you want. You can even interlace those fingers to connect those hands. Lift off of the heels. Finishing up. Wonderful opportunity to be strong. Then we'll straighten the legs. Yay. Arms up and open. Right into a forward fold. Hug the legs. Press on the shins. Lengthen the spine, lift halfway up, and then bring the hands down to walk forward. Last vinyasa. Nice plank. Lower part way. Inhale up dog. And exhale down dog. Breathe. We'll try that what we did again, maybe focusing more on moving and transitions. And we will work into our strap, which will be lovely. Take the right foot high. When you're ready, with an exhale, step it forward. Plant the back foot. Rise into your warrior one. Nice full breath here. One more. And we move into warrior two. Widen the stance. Deepen. Straighten the leg. Right arm overhead. Pull the wrist. Open that right side. And then we'll bend into the right side. Triangle pose. Reach forward with your right hand. Down to your shin, and the left arm reaches high. Breathe. And then looking down, you're going to bring both hands down. Gently find that right foot high. Twirl the foot. Plant your foot. Breathe. We did not do our twist. It would be nice to do the twist, I think. Let's step that right foot forward. It'll be easy to get into it from right here. We're gonna stay in the ball of that back foot. As you rise into that crescent-ish warrior, just reach the right arm back, left arm forward, or prayer twist, palms together. Will not leave lone pose out. And when you're ready, hands down. Now the right leg goes up. Stretch, point, plant your foot. When you're done, breathe. Celebrate the breath and the heat. And then the left foot will go high, stepping it forward. Your exhale. Inhale, rising into your warrior one. Sinking deep. Strong for 2 breaths. Then opening to warrior two, shifting your feet, widening your stance, sinking lower. Then straighten that left leg, pull on that left wrist. We stretch the left side. And arms back out to a T, reach forward, tip, triangle pose. Reaching the right hand high. And then from here, we'll not forget. Now we do our twist to round out this flow. Find your way. So just twisting the torso all the way around. Right arm reaches forward, left arm back. And you can move into the prayer twist if you like. Good breath. And then looking down, plant your hand. This time step the right foot forward. Holding. Keep bending elbows to sway from side to side. So when you're ready, we're going to bring our hips down, extend our legs out in front, got our strap. We just built a lot of beautiful heat in our legs, thighs. We'll get to use that heat to stretch. When you're ready, we'll roll down onto your mat. You reach those arms overhead, just because it feels good. And then we'll start. Bring that right knee in. Hug that knee towards your right shoulder. We press the left foot down into the mat, or just to engage that left thigh. Then with your strap, we'll place it underneath the ball of our foot. Stringing our leg up towards the ceiling, flexing those toes. Feel it in the calf. And all the way into back thigh. Gentle, constant pressure. No forcing, no pain. Just that sweet spot when you know you're getting the maximum stretch. Given the heat and the tightness of your muscles. It's a beautiful place to do some sighs, deep inhales, and just whoosh, let the air out with your exhale through the mouth. A bit more pressure if it's available. Turn those toes again. And then gently, let's let the legs fall towards the left, cross our body. Let it take a long time. Right arm can go out to the side. You even have a block underneath that foot if it needs. If it's too intense, it causes some strain. Breath. You're also surrendering. You let go of, relaxing the jaw, the eyes. We'll bring the leg gently back up. Just pausing at the top, finding a little more space, gently pulling. And letting the leg fall towards the right, holding onto the right hand. You take some time. Left arm can go out to the side. You could gaze upward or over towards the left. Breathe. Wow. Here. Right leg all the way back up. Nice and easy. Pulling that leg back in for a final time. Just noticing how much more space, more open our leg is. And gently bend the knee. Take the strap off and give that knee a hug. Bring your foot down to the floor and slide that leg, extending it. Just resting for a moment with both legs on the ground. Feel goodness. Much different the tissues feel on the right side and the left side. And when you're ready, left knee in towards the left shoulder. Nice hug with squeeze. Engage the right thigh a little bit just to increase that stretch between your inner thighs. And then we'll use the strap. Wrapping around the foot. And extension. Flex the toes, get into the calf. Pull. Breathe. And when you're ready, breath here. Gently, gently take the leg across. No forcing, just let it go at its own pace. Quite intense, generally. It feels not so intense for you. For me, pretty good. And that left arm will go off to the side. This side might want a block underneath. Maybe it needs extra support. Your gaze might go towards the left just to finish the twist through your neck, spine. Face breath. You just get smooth and even, supporting opening that left side. When you're ready, leg will go back up. Pull. Breathe. And then when you're ready, over towards the left, taking its own pace. Right arm can go off to the side. Gaze is up or over to the right. Gaze still. Throwing that leg back, nice and straight. Thighs here. And then ready to release the strap and hug that knee and leading that side. Eventually bring the foot down. This time letting your legs find the corners of your mat for Shavasana. Take that beautiful rest. Those open legs into this surrender. Doing any wiggling around or moving to that most relaxing pose. Arms off to the side and touch with the palms facing up. Let go of any labored or controlled breath. Just surrender with more, feel supported and fully relax. focus your breath again. Gentle wave of movement. Creative state that you've created. Maybe you wiggle some palms and fingers. Maybe you reach your arms overhead for a wake up stretch. And you want to hug your knees in. Get a little back, gentle massage, rocking back and forth. And landing on your side, that beautiful shin. When you're ready, pressing up into our feet. Fine. Palms can press in front of our heart and lift up our chins. Then humble gratitude for this beautiful body serves us all day long. Our awareness, our consciousness. Always having the choice to be connected. And that light and breath in me honors the light and breath in you. Namaste.